My biggest problem in this whole thing is I was physically feeling things. I was seeing things with my eyes. I was hearing things with my ears that I could not quantify or explain to anybody. And as somebody in medicine, that's really hard. It really shakes what you think you know. I ended up going to see my primary care doctor, who is this wonderful man, and he just looked at me and he said, "I don't think you're going crazy. I think you need a vacation." I said, "Okay." And I took a vacation and started meditating, and that really just led me down the road. As far as being clairsentient or claircognizant or any of those things, I didn't even know what those things were. So I'm still figuring all that out. But that's the general gist of how I got into this. When something that I had put my identity in full heartedly was suddenly taken away, my whole identity disappeared. And I had this need to rebuild that. So here's a really interesting little caveat. In my undergraduate studies, I was learning psychology, and my final project was I had to write a paper, a dissertation on a fringe religion. And I chose this woman named Doreen Virtue. And I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but at the
Yes.
time, she was really huge in the spiritual world. And she was talking about talking to angels and all this stuff. And I wrote this paper and literally pulled this woman apart. I was so mean in everything I said, but I used rational psychological principles to do this. Got an A on the paper, graduated. Years go by, probably 15 years go by, and I'm at this place where I'm opening my own brick and mortar wellness center. And in walks this friend of mine who is kind of a mentor to me. His name is John. He doesn't know this story. And he handed me a stack of books and he goes, "Hey, I have these books. I think they'll be really helpful." And I looked down and every one of them was a Doreen Virtue book.
Oh.